So I was initially hesitant about the Earthrise Seeker mold due to it not being 100% exactly what I wanted. Reasonable expectation, right? But once I got Starscream, it was all over. Instant fan. Now, I was lucky enough to find Starscream's two friends in a store. And I was looking to maybe get the Coneheads too, but excuse me! So, to avoid soiling myself in the cesspool of scalper scams, I had to settle for the Seeker sibling's surprisingly semi-sensible Generation 2 step-cousin. Behold, soaring through sun-soaked skies, it's Sandstorm! Who I assume has no relation to Sandstorm, but you know how it is. Anyway, check out this lad. Now, this guy is definitely a child of the Earthrise Seeker mold, just with a few tweaks here and there to give it almost enough novelty to make you forget you're buying another of the exact same thing. Not necessarily a bad thing. We've got a slightly beefier chest, some inverted board kneecaps, and these leg wings, which you can either keep nice and tidy like this, or splay out for that G1 look, which gives the impression of like a regal cape or something like that, while also ensuring that he will never fit on your display shelf. Also the Conehead. Boop. So how about this deco, huh? He's clearly got a pretty consistent desert theme going on, displaying a nice sandy coat with accents of void black and earthy brown, which is entirely out of place in a line made up of robots that look like this. Jet mode then. Transformation is basically the same as the base Earthrise Seeker, which itself is basically the same as the classic Seeker, whose transformation was cutting edge and innovative 15 years ago. So it's a bit dated by today's standards, but by no means does that make it not fantastic. It's such a blast. Often I can't help but do it over and over again. I mean, hey, if it ain't broke. And even if the transformation wasn't a complete and utter joy, it'd be worth it for this awesome jet mode. Design is great. It's just a streamlined arrow of speed and power and thrust. Nah, come on, you do it too. It's the paint that really carries this one, isn't it? Look at him bringing his A-game with this fine three-tone desert camo, bold black nose cone, and a shark face. Amazing. Got your Decepticon insignia there, which blends in with the camo. Nice touch. Might have preferred the G2 version, but at this point I'm actively seeking out things to complain about. Anyway, there's probably a repro label or something you can slap on there, but as for me, ain't nobody got time for that. That's long dead, isn't it? I mean, who cares? So's G2. Is there any more to say? He's just a good transformer. Both a stunning robot and a smoking fighter jet connected by a transformation that keeps you coming back. As you can tell, I really like this figure, and the Earthrise Seeker mold in general. That's not to say it's flawless. Far from it. The common complaints center around it basically being a bigger version of a 15-year-old figure, bringing with it many of the problems of its predecessor, such as the gappy torso, nose cone hoodie, and lack of waist articulation. Some are disappointed that the mold, which will probably represent Starscream and company for the next 5 years at least, perhaps isn't as well refined or meticulously considered as its contemporaries like Optimus or Cyclonus. These are valid complaints, and if that's going to turn you off to the whole range of figures, then I'm not judging. Save your money. But consider this. How blessed are we to have this? To be able to have any of this? I know I sound cliche, but think about it. To live in a world where people, normal people, can have hobbies like this. Imagine being born in, like, medieval Europe. There ain't no action figures under feudalism, let me tell you. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to enjoy the little things. Swoosh those toy jets around, and do stop to smell the flowers. Toodles.